O-level English Paper 1 Continuous Writing Descriptive Composition. Describe a bustling hawker center during lunchtime. Lesson Objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify descriptive writing features and contrast them with expository, discursive, and argumentative essays. Plan a 6-paragraph descriptive essay using sensory details. Apply grammar rules in each paragraph. Structure paragraphs using the point, explain, elaborate, link method. Write complex sentences using 8 placeholder structures. The question, describe a bustling hawker center during lunchtime, is a descriptive essay type. We are painting a vivid picture of the hawker center using our senses, as well as the application of literary devices. Take note, descriptive essays paint pictures. For example, in this question, you can describe the food, the mood, and the bustling scene you see on a typical day in a busy hawker center. They are different from expository essays which explain facts. For example, the question, how hawker centers reduce waste, is an expository type. Descriptive are also different from discursive essays, which discuss both sides of an issue fairly. And it's certainly not an argumentative essays which try to convince readers on certain issues. For example, the question, why should hawker centers be preserved? There are 6 paragraphs to the writing of this composition. The first paragraph is always the introduction paragraph, and it gives an overview of the hawker center. However, you can also include certain hints like the 3 important things that you will experience: the sights, the sounds, and the smells when you go for hawker center food during lunchtime. The second paragraph focuses on the sights you will experience, like how are the crowds, the queues, the food presentation. The third paragraph focuses on the sounds. For example, the noisy atmosphere, such as sizzling chatter, clinking plates. The fourth paragraph focuses on the smells, the aromas of the food, the spicy, the sweet, the savory. And the fifth paragraph is what we call an anti-paragraph. In this paragraph, you can give reasons why some people do not like to have lunch at hawker centers, especially during lunchtime. The last paragraph, the 6th paragraph, is the conclusion. The concluding paragraph provides your personal feelings and a balanced view about having lunch during lunchtime at the hawker center. In this descriptive essay, we plan the writing with our sensory details such as sights, sounds, smells, and feelings. This will give us a vivid picture of how the hawker center looks like during lunchtime. We can also include literary devices such as similes and metaphors to make the language vivid and interesting for the readers, so that they themselves could imagine how bustling the hawker centers are. Now remember, a bustling and busy hawker centers imply the food is not just tasty, but delicious, and most importantly, affordable. Let us look at the grammar requirements for each paragraph. Please pause the video to look at slide 7 and slide 8 frame by frame to analyze what you need to use for writing these paragraphs. Take note, we do not need to use past tense in this paragraph 2, 3, 4 because we are not elaborating any past events. Some descriptive essays do require you to talk about past events in your paragraphs to explain the linking. To make our paragraphs strong, we apply peel. Point, where we start with our main idea. Explain, we give our reason for our point. Elaborate, we add details or past examples. And link, by connecting to the next paragraph. Please take note, peel is also applied in social studies, history, and maybe geography. Now, some teachers will ask you to point, elaborate first, then explain with your reasons, and finally link. Please follow whatever your teacher has taught you. In this composition, our link will connect to the next paragraph. In some topics, the link may provide justification to the point. Coming back to here, we have already learned how to use placeholders to write complete and accurate sentences that express our intentions. Now let us look at this arrangement and how the placeholders can help us develop a paragraph. In this paragraph, we are talking about the sounds we experience in the hawker center. When lunchtime begins, the hawker center echoes with noise. Although it is crowded, the sounds are exciting because they show the center's energy. If you listen closely, you might hear sizzling pans, so it feels like a concert. The chatter is so loud that you must raise your voice. People laugh so that they can enjoy their meals together. While stallholders shout orders, plates clatter constantly as the sounds surround you. The hawker center's colorful sights like streaming bowls and lively crowds come into sharp focus. The grammar placeholders help us to develop complex sentences that are accurate and complete. The peel framework, on the other hand, help us develop our paragraphs with a clear point in mind that is well explained and well illustrated with examples or details. In this essay, it provides a link to other paragraphs so that the readers can expect what they are going to learn about next. Please pause the video to read slide by slide from slide 12 to slide 17 on how each paragraph is developed by using the peel framework and different arrangements of the grammar placeholders for subordinating conjunctions. These are the sample sentences in the paragraph that are developed by respective placeholders. Importantly, please note that the different arrangements of the conjunctions are not mandatory to be followed. Based on your experience and practices, you will be able to use as many conjunctions as you want and in different arrangements to develop your paragraphs completely and accurately with complex sentences. We have come to the end of the lesson. Please practice writing the descriptive writing with the placeholders provided from slides 12 to 17.